It has been said that to chart a path forward, you must first know from where you came. The Gelbvieh breed was imported into the United States from Germany more than 50 years ago and has become well known in the beef industry for their maternal superiority and excellent growth. Since its incorporation in 1971, the American Gelbvieh Association has remained committed to breed improvement and focused on the commercial cattle producer.
So my first exposure to Gelbvieh cattle was in 1980 when I was in the AGA fraternity in Lincoln, Nebraska. And a very, very, very good friend, Judd Baldridge, walked down the hallway, and I hadn't hardly even met Judd. He's just a guy. And he had a shirt on and it said Gabeev or something like that on the back of it. And he had acquired that when he went to the first Junior National for the American Gelbvieh Association. And he went on to explain to me all about Gelbvieh cattle and what Colonel Jim Baldridge had helped to advance the breed in the United States, and what his dad had done. And my family operation with my brothers and I, we were trying to decide if we wanted to raise this breed or that breed, and we did in fact settle in on the Gelbvieh cattle because they did in fact demonstrate the most to the best.
Our carnation guy came by and said, "I can get you some Gelbvieh semen we'd already ordered." He said, "You better take it, it's a pretty hot item." We had 1 cane of uni and we used it, got 5 calves. We had 4 other breeds at the time, and the Gelbvieh just seemed to stand out. So we kept them and the Simmental herd going for a couple of years, and then got to the Gelbvieh by the mid-70s. Gelbvieh Breeders Iowa was the first state association formed, and I was on the board of directors and was president for 6 or 8 years.
We were in the Angus business, and my uncle found the Gelbviehs and read about them, and we went to Kansas City. I couldn't believe the bulls show. The champion bull must have weighed, well, I know he weighed over 3,000 pounds. He was a monster. He shook the whole floor whenever he walked. That was a lot bigger than the cattle I'd seen that was there. And I ended up buying some Gelbvieh bulls from my uncle and bought some other bulls, and that's where we got started in the Gelbvieh breed. I was really interested in the disposition and what I had seen of the quality that my uncle had bought.
What I've seen for changes in the breed in 50 years, the first thing you will notice is that we now have homozygous black along with homozygous red. And the other thing would be, it got so important in the beef industry to take the horns off so we can identify homozygous black polled, and also the same in the red. They can be homozygous polled. The other thing I've seen is the consistency of the breed. We don't have the large bone animals available much anymore. And with the association, we've developed so many records that we can prove what we're doing in developing this breed. And after 50 years, we've really made a lot of improvement.
I think the most positive changes I've seen, obviously I've been involved with the breed for 50 years, but in the time that I have been involved, just the cattle have changed so much from the late 90s to now, and just how well our members embrace technology. They were some of the first people to really embrace DNA technology when tenderness scores started coming out, and it's just great to see that and the change and positive movement that we've made.
We have Americanized these cattle to fit the American beef producers' programs. One of the major problems was to change the birth weight and increase calving ease, and I think we've done that as better than anybody else. We've improved the consistency of type, so we changed the conformation and made the breed more accepted by cattlemen. They look at a Gelbvieh today and they may think there's something there, but they don't see what the real German Gelbvieh looked like. They see the Americanized version. And I think I'm pretty proud of the way that has transpired.
Gelbvieh cattle are, like I've always said, are great, but the people are greater. The Gelbvieh breeders are just, I mean, they're like family. Cattle, we kind of move to, they do what you need to do at that time. If there's a problem, we take care of it, the breeders take care of it, and they move the cattle to do what you want to do. There's still, and you look at the Clay Center data, we still wean the most pounds per cow exposed. We're ranked #1 in all the economic relevant traits.
What I like about the breed, they're adaptable. They not only have the ability to grow, but they have the maternal side that is for developing that cow. I like it because we can do so many things with the breed. They can go out and graze the areas of the United States that maybe is fescue, or they can go into a tall grass or a short grass region, convert to forage, and do fine. They also can adapt to the south where there's heat in the summer, and yet they can be up north in the colder states for the winter. It's just a breed that has worked really well for the whole United States.
We think the breed pays for itself. Now, going back into the 70s and 80s, we tried 5 or 6 different breeds. And I would express to you that the production aspects of these cattle is next to they're the very best, very best. The fertility and the pounds produced for the input, we're very, very satisfied with that.
Been a member long enough, I had the opportunity to have the mentoring of like the Bus family in Oklahoma. They were quite advocates of Gelbvieh's Lennis Hall, so we're trying to make our purebreds better and try to do that every year with the data we collect, and we've collected a lot of data carcass-wise, and that's been very important in our operation. There's also a lot of other people that unfortunately have passed on, or their cattle herds got liquidated. That's sad, but there's other people coming on that's trying to do the same things and just make the Gelbvieh breed better.
Some of my fondest memories are the original people that started the association. When we got involved, they were so accessible. The buses from Oklahoma, Dobson's and Phil Vandervoort and Ed Pritchett and Don McLennan, they were all so helpful to get us involved and started in the association. I can't thank them enough for everything they did for the association, and then also encouraging us to be involved in the Gelbvieh Association and the Gelbvieh breed.
The biggest part of being a part of the American Gelbvieh Association is being a part of something bigger than yourself and learning from those around you. And so there's so many people over the years that I've been involved that have had a positive impact on me and my family, as well as our cattle and our way of doing business. The people is the greatest thing about this breed, and it is what keeps me involved, and that's why I continue to promote, because our membership is made up largely of those people that are salt of the earth kind of people that are honest, straightforward, and out for the greater good when it's all said and done.
We have come a long way on the shoulders of those who have gone before. Let us long remember the AGA members, staff, and boards who faced countless challenges and persevered with much success, and may we move forward with the same determination. The breed, the association, the people. Together, we are American Gelbvieh.